Good morning. I'm 30 seconds early. 30 seconds. Woohoo. Come on, I love it. Every time I open my magic book, I've got this. Little reminders. I'm loving hearing all your little stories about extra money coming in. Let's have a look. Kathy Ann's gone and got herself a gold medal today. How lovely is that? So let's do the silver and bronze. Oh, I'm on my little phone this morning. So we've got Kathy Anna's gold. Michelle Neal, good morning to you. You're silver. And Barbara Evans is bronze. And Sarah number 4 and Adele number 5. Let's have a look. So hello everybody. Hi Lawrence. Hi Louise. Hi Jill. Right then, so while people are just coming on, I'm just going to... How are you getting on with the week? It's one of my favourite ones today. It really is. I've put the link in again. A few people have said, still ask what book it is. Well, it's the Magic. I've put the link in. If anybody still wants a copy, you don't have to buy the book, obviously, because, obviously I don't read it all. I just pick bits out, and because I like to put my own spin on it, as you know. I could just sit here and read it word for word. But then, I like to put a bit of oomph behind it. So I can see you all coming on. Obviously, I can't say good morning to everybody. So what I'd say is don't take it personally. I'm thankful for every single one of you being here. And the reason being is because I just love seeing how you're all reading each other's comments. And yesterday, it was just brilliant, wasn't it? And I don't know which one's been my favourite one, but please share it. The reason I want you to share it is because... you don't have to do all of them. Even if you just shared today's and did one of my favourites, it's the simplest one to do. Yeah, it's so impactful. It really is. And I still do it to this day. And the amount of stuff, because I'm going through all my photos on my iPad and doing it an hour every morning. So I've already done my hour this morning. I get up at about 5:10. And it's because it's been driving me mad for years. So I'm doing my photos on my iPad. I had about 40,000 photos on it and videos. And I just do an hour every morning. And it's just given me such a big win for the day. And it's odd seeing 5 years ago, all the pictures I've got of the Magic, because I'm obviously doing it then, and how much it helped. And just one thing, are you still doing your 10 gratitudes? I've done mine this morning. I want to reiterate that they get hard. They get difficult, Oh, thanks, Tracy. It's still, some people think we're mad, don't they? You get the odd comment on here saying, what bloody idiots. Only the odd one. I just smile and wave. I smile and wave because I'm doing the Magic. They're the one who are carrying the poison in the words and the rubbish. Never mind. But... yeah, so doing the gratitudes can get really difficult. Thank you for sharing, Bibi. Thank you, Anne. It makes such a difference. So just remember, when you're doing your 10 gratitudes, there are 10 different ones. And some people say, oh my God, I can't do it. I can only get 4. Or I feel like I'm scraping the barrel. Good. Scrape. Scrape, scrape, scrape. That's when the magic really does happen, when you really have to think. This morning... and you do, and you might feel a bit foolish. You think, well, I can't thank that because that's ridiculous. Yes, you can. You can thank anything. It doesn't matter. I thanked my iPad this morning. I'm so happy and grateful for my iPad that stores all my photographs, because I've been able to go through them and they've given me joy. So I thank my iPad, the fact that it can store photographs. I thanked my osteopath yesterday. I thanked some of the stuff. I've thanked my whirligig thing that holds all my kitchen utensils in the kitchen, because I got it years ago from Pampered Chef, and I love it because it's just so handy and it stops my cutlery drawer being over thing. So I thanked it. I'm grateful for it. So don't feel stupid it doesn't always have to be, you thank your partner for supporting you and your children for giving you joy. You don't have to do all them as well. Obviously you probably do them to start with, but really get to the nitty gritty. I'm thankful for my knife block. Keeps all my knives in one place. But so just really don't not do the gratitudes, honestly, because doing the gratitudes, I know they take a little bit of time. It literally takes me 6-7 minutes to do them. I'll just do them on my iPad. It's a lot quicker than writing. So please don't skip that one. I've forgotten a couple of days, And do you know what? That's fine. I'm not going to make up for it and do 30 in a day. I just accept that some days I do forget. So I've only forgotten twice, and it was 2 days in a row. So I've done it again this morning, and it would have been so easy to think, oh, do you know what, I'm not going to bother. But honestly, all the other exercises will not be as impactful unless you're doing your gratitudes every day. It's only for 28 days, so come on. This is your reminder to get them done. So if you thought you'd sack it off and just do the daily thing, then have a goddamn word with yourself and do it properly. And I mean it. And I remember your magic rock at night. That doesn't take any time. Instead of going, oh, I've not done this and I've not done that, and she did me head in, you know. Oh, and Tracy, what a pain in the arse she was in the office. And I've got to get Julie's birthday present. Instead of thinking all that, think, oh, do you know what? Janice was so kind today. What would I do without Julie, Tracy and Janice, eh? So, right, this is my favourite. Are you sitting comfortably? Have you shared it yet? Please share it, because it is so easy, this one, but it just gives you a whoosh. And yes, some people might think you've lost the plot, but I'm not bothered, because it always feels great. And I have done this. So I'm Love Tracy's loving the magic rock. A lot of you are loving the magic rock, just brilliant. Oh, isn't it great? Honestly, and can I just say thank you yesterday for Beth? Oh my goodness, she messaged me last night. She was all in bits. She just said, Sally, I've had messages from some of your lovely ladies who are wanting to buy a raffle ticket, and some of them don't even live in the area, and they say if they win, they want her to donate it to somebody. And I cannot tell you how much. I'm getting tearful just thinking about it, how much it's meant to her. And she also got a £5 gift voucher from Tesco through the post. She got £5, you know. She says you didn't even have to spend 20 quid to get it. It was just thanks from Tesco for a £5. I mean, the amount's irrelevant. It's the fact that it happens. There was the lady yesterday who wants a copy of The Magic but couldn't afford it. She works in a children's charity shop. Somebody bought a copy in yesterday, so she only had to pay £1 for it. You know, you might be thinking, oh, it's bollocks, nothing's happening to me. Just keep doing it. Honestly, it might not come straight away, but you're going to feel better along the way. No, but Beth, bless her, she's one of the small minority who doesn't get government help, because she was a nail technician, works from home, and it's just all her income just gone. So she's doing this raffle, and she's put them up to 100. She's doing 100 squares, so I'm manifesting that she gets rid of them all. Obviously, it'll be mainly local people. So just a huge thank you for that on my behalf. I don't know if she's on this morning. She's probably having a lie-in. So I know, didn't we get goosebumps? And when I went through the comments to see you all going, yes, Beth, do 100, come on, Beth, you can do it. I was choking up, I tell you. You know, I was absolutely choking up that you were all being so supportive. Oh, look at that, Joanna Johnson, her sister said that she loved her, and she's never said that. Right, so I've got something for you today. 200, let's go. Day 10, magic dust, everyone. I just love this one. Are we ready? Saint Ambrose in AD 340 said, no duty is more urgent than returning thanks. No duty is more urgent than returning thanks. So how do we do that apart from saying thank you and feeling it? Are we ready? Magic dust. Now, if you think some of them are a bit woo-woo, this is the top of the list at one of those, but I love it. Ancient spiritual teachings say that we give to another person with a full heart, that what we give to another person with a full heart returns to us 100-fold. So being grateful and saying thank you to another person for anything you receive from them is not only urgent, it's vital to improving your life. So, gratitude is a powerful energy, and that's why I love the magic, because it creates this powerful energy. And so I just need to interrupt myself. So you compare that, because I don't just want to go through the motions willy-nilly. I want really to get in your bones about why we're doing this. So gratitude is a powerful energy, and you can feel it. You could feel it yesterday. How did you all feel after yesterday's video? Compare that to how you often, morning Michelle, compare that to how you often get up in the morning. Oh, I can't be arsed. Sam's doing me head in. The cold tap in the bathroom has not been working for months. He still hasn't fixed it. It's bloody dark. Can't run because of my back. Oh God, we've not even started the Christmas shopping. Jesus. What energy do you think that is? What energy do you think that is? Compare it to the energy of being grateful and completely changing your mindset. So that's just a reminder from me before we read this chapter. This is why we're doing it. So gratitude is a powerful energy. And so whomever you direct gratitude's energy towards, that's where it goes. If you think of gratitude's energy looking like sparkling magic dust, then when you express gratitude to another person in return for something you've received from them, you are literally sprinkling them with the magic dust. The powerful positive energy in magic dust reaches and affects whomever you sparkle it on. Make the most contact with as many people every day. Let's have a look. Whomever you sparkle it on. So this is what I do. And I actually do it. It depends. If you're in Tesco, you might not want to do that. But I'll do it in my head. And I'll just go, hi, magic dust. And I imagine all this magic dust coming out of my fingers. You know how you see on the cartoons? Magic dust. Thank you, Susie. And you just magic dust people. So you cover them. I mean, they might not feel grateful at all, but you can spread your positive gratitude to other people, and I imagine it coming out of my fingers. You might be a bit more like Spider-Man and do it like that and cover them in a magic web dust. It's up to you how you feel, but listen in, I'm going to read on. Most of us make contact with many people every day. I mean, obviously a lot of us are in lockdown at the moment, so think of a normal day. Whether on the phone, through email or face-to-face at work, in stores, restaurants, lifts, buses or trains. And in many cases, the people we make contact with deserve our gratitude because we are receiving something from them. So think about the people. So I want you to think about a typical day when we're not in lockdown. Think about the people you encounter on a typical day who provide you with some kind of service, like those working in shops or restaurants, the bus driver, the cab drivers, the customer service people on the telephones, the cleaners or the staff at your work, the cleaners you don't even see who work through the night, the people who work in service are giving themselves to serve you, the people who restock the shelves with food again in the middle of the night and you just come in the morning and take it for granted. Oh, that was my little sentence. And you're receiving their service. If you don't say thank you in return for their service, then you're not being grateful and you're stopping the good from coming into your life. Think about the maintenance workers who keep our transport systems working safely and those who maintain the service of utilities such as electricity, gas, water on our roads. How many times do you see them working on the train tracks in the pissing rain? You know, when there's an emergency, when there's a flood, when the gas has gone off, you know, the phone engineers at the boxes, you know, at the side of the road. You know, do you just look at them and then go about your business? I don't. I've not done for 5 years since I first did this. Think about the cleaners of the world who clean our streets, public bathrooms, trains, buses, aeroplanes, hospitals, restaurants, supermarkets and office buildings. You can't personally say thank you to all of them, but you can sprinkle them with magic dust just by saying thank you next time you pass one of them or next time you walk into your clean office in the morning. And you can be grateful next time you sit at your clean desk or walk on a clean pavement or across a clean polished floor in a building. You can still sprinkle your magic dust and say thank you with that person in mind. When you're at a cafe or restaurant, sprinkle the magic dust by saying thank you to each person that serves you, whether they're cleaning the table, giving you the menu, receiving your order, filling your glass with water, serving the meal that you ordered, or cleaning the table, giving you the bill, or giving your change. Remember to say thank you every single time. If you're in a store or supermarket checkout, sprinkle magic dust and say thank you to the person who serves you or packs your groceries. Now, you know, you can be doing this all the time, but somebody might think you're having a seizure. So you can just do it in your head. But I do it all the time. I've done this for 5 years. Sometimes I forget. Sometimes I forget really low. I forget everything. I even forget to have a wash and do my teeth sometimes. And I've been a bit like that recently, if I'm honest, because of my back. But, you know, this is really helping a lot. But on the whole, 80% of the time I do this constantly. I really do, honestly. I just, certainly when I'm in getting service from people in real life out in shops in Tesco or Sainsbury's or, you know, being shown across the road. I think the dustman yesterday, Trace, I got the thumbs up from them because it means a lot, because frighteningly, a lot of people don't thank them. They just take them for granted, you know, and people go, yeah, but they've chosen to do that job. Exactly. That's why they should be thanked even more. You know, not some pious shit saying, oh, they've chosen to do that job, so why should they be thanked? You know, store assistants, waiters and waitresses work very hard to serve people. They have chosen a job to serve other people. I've just said that, Rhonda. And serving the public means encountering, and we know this if we've been in customer service, serving the public means encountering all kinds of people in varying moods, including those who are ungrateful. I'd put a bit in there, and quite a few knobheads is what I'd be saying as well. Nice knobheads. I know that's not been impeccable with the word, but it's a fact. Next time you are being served by another person, remember that the person who is serving you is a precious daughter or son to parents, an irreplaceable brother or sister to siblings. They're a mother or a father to a family and children, and a loved and adored partner or friend, and they deserve your kindness and patience. Right, this is important. This bit's important. At times, you may encounter a person in service who behaves rudely towards you or doesn't give you the attention you think you deserve. It may be more challenging to be grateful in those situations, but your gratitude cannot be dependent on another person's behaviour. Choose to be grateful no matter what. Choose magic in your life no matter what. It might help you to remember that you don't know what difficulties someone might be going through at the time you connect with him or her. They may be feeling unwell, they may have just lost a loved one, their marriage might have just ended, or they may be in a depression and at a tipping point in their life. Your gratitude and kindness might be the most magical thing that happens to them that day. Be kind to everyone you meet be kind, for everyone you meet is finding a hard battle, said Philo of Alexandria. I cannot tell you how important that last bit, that bit is there. How many of us have been guilty of being served in a shop by somebody and they're just not very friendly? Oh, and you might actually say to yourself, oh, have a bad night. Did you not sleep well? You're not enjoying your job today. You know, and I've done that before years ago, and I've not done that for such a long time. And you make a judgment of somebody. And even like I might be walking on the canal and I'll do the same. If you say, because I say morning to everybody, you know, and I'll say morning, well, most people, and if they just put their head down and walk past, I might be guilty of saying, oh, wrong side of, oh, morning. You know, and I'll make a comment to make them feel bad for not saying morning because I think I've done good by saying morning. Who the hell do I think I am? You know, and I used to do that quite a lot. But now I don't. I literally, if they've not said good morning, in my heart, I just sprinkle them with magic dust and I just hope they have a lovely day. I just go, because you don't know what's gone on in life. They could be having a divorce, they could be stressed, they could have just lost a child. You just no idea. They might just be an arsehole and unfriendly, and that's how they are. But that's up to them. It's not up to us to judge, and for us to expect people, you know, to be thankful for us saying hello, to be thankful in a shop. So it really makes a difference. When I get somebody like that on the checkout, I'll make a point of speaking. And when you can turn it around and you see they've smiled, or when they've started speaking to you, or when somebody's done something and you're really grateful for them and you make a point, or if somebody, I'll always comment on people's nails. I will, if they've got lovely nails, I'll say, oh, nice nails. And they go, oh, thank you. And you can really see the difference it makes, you know, and I make a point of saying thank you. So if somebody's rude to you, I think we're all guilty of it, aren't we, Stringer? We all are. And I think it's good that you can acknowledge it, because I acknowledged it 5 years ago. I used to do it a lot when people didn't say morning back, or if you opened a door and they walked through and didn't say thank you, I'd want to go back and rip their eyes out, I tell you. But I've just opened a door for you, you've not even said thank you. They might be in a world of their own, caught up in their own turmoil and problems. So now if it happens, magic dust. Exactly, Rachel, it's not personal. So this, I love doing this as well. If you thank someone on the phone for his or her help, I think I've mentioned this already, don't just throw away your thank you. Instead, give the reason why you're grateful. For example, thank you for your help. Thank you for going out of your way for me. Or thank you for giving me so much of your time. Thank you for resolving the situation for me. I'm very grateful to you. You will be amazed at the response from the other person when you do this. One simple thing, because they will feel your sincerity. I know this is an example I'm going to give now. I've done this for 5 years. I really make a point, and especially when we were going through the bankruptcy, and we used a charity called Step Change Debt Charity. I didn't even know they existed. And it was to help sort all our payments out, stop the interest on credit cards, and they were incredible. But it was really quite a humiliating, shameful experience, if I'm honest, having to keep going through it all every 3 or 4 months. It was just awful. But they were so good. They were just so good. And I remember the credit card people that I used to speak to, and you'd go on the defensive, but you'd speak to the special department who dealt with debt people like me, and honestly they were just, and I remember I'd always try and make a point of remembering somebody's name. So if it was John, you know, I'd say, right, his name's John, and at the end of the call I'd go, okay then John, thanks ever so much for your help, you've really made a difference today. And they'd go, oh thank you, you're more than welcome. And I'd say, you've really helped, you know, you've really made a difference. I used to cry to some of them. I said, you've no idea how much you've helped me today. And they were just, you could hear it, because I've worked in a call centre and you just hardly ever get thanked like that. You know, and Shelley, I was chatting to Shelley the other day, my friend from London, and as I was chatting, the doorbell went and she opened, because she's done this and we're both similar like this, and I heard her open the door, and it was an Amazon delivery. No, it was the Waitrose delivery. And she opened the door and it was pouring it down. And she goes, thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming out in this weather and keeping us all fed. And I said, oh, it's lovely, isn't it, when you do that? She goes, honestly, Sally, you should have seen his face. She goes, the biggest smile appeared across his face, because you're doing that extra bit of gratitude rather than just saying thank you. You know, when you say thank you to the lady at Tesco, say, oh, thank you, hope you have a lovely day. I might ask, what time do you finish? I know they probably get asked that all the time, but, you know, have a lovely day, have a nice evening, thanks for your help. It's, you know, it's never, ever underappreciated. So, and as I walk away, magic dust. I magic dust the lady at Tesco. I magic dust the security guard stood at the checkout. Thank you. What a mind-numbing job that must be to, you know, to just stand there. Yet he does it. Thank you. Absolutely thank you for giving us all the reassurance, you know. And it might sound odd, but I magic dust so many people in a day. So when you say thank you in person, look at his or her face. Don't just throw it away. You need to look at them. They will not feel your gratitude as deeply or receive your magic dust unless you look directly at them. You've wasted an opportunity to help that person to change your own life if you just say thank you to the air or looking down, or thank you while you're on your cell phone, mobile obviously, because you're not really sincere when you do that. Isn't that a pet hate of mine? And she goes on to give an example. There's nothing worse, I think, because I've worked in customer service so much, when you're being served by somebody and somebody's texting or somebody's on the phone. If it's an emergency, completely different. But if they're just chatting on the phone, there's a lady at the checkout's doing the shopping or the texting. Oh, sorry, how much is that? Okay. It's just a pet hate of mine. I always try not to do it. Sometimes it's unavoidable, but on the whole, I really try not to do it. And then if I have had to do it, I'll always hang up and say, oh, I'm really sorry about that, you know. So, and then I'll get back to just engaging with a human being, because that's, you know, it's ridiculous how we don't treat them as human beings. We just forget about them. We take them for granted. How amazing were they at the beginning of lockdown in all the shops? The shit and abuse they got off people because they couldn't buy more than 2 lots of toilet roll. The abuse that the staff got. So I was even more grateful to them at that time, you know, and for them to have some understanding. So I don't use magic dust. Now this is where it gets better for me, and this is where I do it probably more often. I don't use magic dust only for the people who serve me. I use gratitude's magic dust in all kinds of situations. When I say goodbye to my daughter before she drives home, I feel gratitude for having arrived home safely, and I wave my fingers in the air and imagine sprinkling magic dust over her and her car. Sometimes I sprinkle magic dust on my computer before I begin a new project, or I sprinkle magic dust ahead of me before I walk into a store to look for something in particular that I need. My daughter uses magic dust when she's driving, and if she sees another driver who seems to be stressed, I do this now, and is speeding, she sprinkles the magic dust over them to help make them feel better and keep them safe. Today, take gratitude's magic dust with you for the people you work in service, and look for every opportunity. This is your task for today. Look for every opportunity you can to sprinkle magic dust on everyone by saying thank you. That's it. So I think it clicked off for a minute then. Are we back? We should be. Let's just have a look. I think we're back. It doesn't say we're lost. So let me just get my water. Oh, a lot of people are saying they've lost us. Are we back? Oh, they're coming back on. We're back. Inga, thank you. We're back. So I don't know what happened there, but I think loads of people just dropped out because it plummeted from 200 down to about 120. So you've got to catch up on this bit. I'll just give it a minute for people to come back on. Lines blocked with all the magic dust. That's what's happening, Jill. Having your bruffing makes me more grateful when you're back. Yes, thank you. So it worked. Did you magic dust your foams, everybody? Woohoo! Come on, it's building up again because I really want you to get this last little bit. We're nearly done. So your task for today, thank you, Adele, is get this magic dust going. So obviously we're not in normal situations. So if you're not going out of the house, there's a caveat that I can give you to do. So today, take gratitude's magic dust with you for every people who work in service, and look for every opportunity you can to sprinkle magic dust on everyone by saying thank you. Thank at least 10 people who perform different services you benefit from today. It doesn't matter if you don't get the opportunity to do it in person. You can mentally acknowledge the people whose services you benefit from. The magic dust will still reach them. As an example, mentally say to yourself, I'm really grateful to the cleaners who work through the early hours of the morning, making sure that the streets are cleaned of rubbish every day. I've never really thought about how grateful I am for that service, which is done like clockwork every day, and I've always taken it for granted. So I'm going to magic dust those cleaners. Make sure you keep count of the people in service that do. So what you do, at least 10 today. 10 magic dust people. Obviously you don't have to go up to them like this. They'll, you know, they might think you're Uri Geller or something. But, you know, I disguise it as a wave, or I might do that and I just do it in if my fingers are in my pocket, I'll do that with my fingers, magic dust. And the road rage example there, I remember driving with Shelley in London. Is it on the A40 going into London, where you go past that big Hoover building? I'll never forget it. And there was a man up our arses behind us in a white car, and he had black short hair, quite a pale face. I'll never forget it. And Shelley and I were just chatting, and he was trying to get us out of the way, but we couldn't move in because it was busy. And eventually we got moved in. He was flashing. And as he got the car in front of us, we pulled out again, and he was doing it to the car in front of us. And you could see his rage in the wing mirror. And his mouth was screwed up like a tight arsehole. And he was just raging and rah, 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 rah. And Shelley and I I really felt for him. And I just thought he's going to carry that all day. And we just both magic dust him. We did. And let's just hope whatever's causing him to be that angry gets sorted. Just hope you have a lovely day and don't do yourself any damage. You know, I don't want to sound patronising, but it becomes a habit. And occasionally, of course, you balls up and you'll go, bloody arsehole, instead. You know, I'm not perfect. Sometimes I forget and I call somebody an absolute dick and what a toss, and I'll come home and then bring that anger to Simon in the house. Don't we do that? That's the double whammy when you don't magic dust people. You carry all that somebody else's bad energy, you put it in your coat, in your pockets, and you bring it home, hang your coat up, but you keep your bad energy on, and then you come down and regale the story to somebody else. How many of you go into work and do that? Oh, there was a right arsehole this morning on the road, and you want everybody else to join in your negativity. It doesn't happen. If you magic dust somebody, you don't take any negativity. It's absolutely amazing, honestly. You need to try it. So if you're at home today, then sit down, and you can't go out and see people, then I want you to sit down with a pen and journal on your computer and go back in your mind, recalling instances where people in service went out of the way for you. It may have been someone on the phone, or it may have been a tradesperson who was determined to resolve a problem for you. Could be a neighbour. Maybe you've received great service from your mail person, all the deliveries people are getting at the moment, the trash collectors or recycling companies or local store assistants. Make a written list of 10 instances where people in service helped you, and send magic dust to every one of them and say thank you. One place I use it a lot is for my family and friends. Like every time I can't, like if Joe's going out or Nancy's going on a driving lesson or Joe's going out, bye mum, I can't just shout up bye. I have to run up. I have to see them. I have to literally see them. And as Joe gets in his car, as a wave, I'm going bye. Full of magic dust, that hand, let me tell you. Full of it. As they get in the car, like Rhonda does, they drive off and waving. And I'm just imagining all this magic dust going over the car and the journey. You know, if I ever waved to somebody, magic dust in my fingertips, you know, unless I forget myself and it's that. But, you know, I do it all the time, and I do, and I sit at my computer, and I've forgotten all about that. So thanks for the reminder, Rhonda. I used to magic dust it. Right, let's have a good morning, you know, or get in your car and magic dust your steering wheel before you start driving. You know, you can magic dust everything. I know it sounds mad, but while you're doing all that, you're not going to go, oh, I'm so worried about this, I hate it, it's bloody pissing it down, magic dust. You don't. Just magic dust. Open your curtains in the morning and magic dust your day. You know, everybody can get it. So I want all us lot, we're going to be full of the stuff today, I tell you, because I'm magic dusting every single one of you. The amount of people who dropped out then, I don't know what happened. Magic dusting all of the ones who hung on and all of the ones who took the trouble to come back on. Magic dust you. I hope you have an ace day. All the catch-up crew who might be 5 days behind, but they're loving it. So they're still, because they don't have this live interaction. So catch-up crew, yes, you in the catch-up crew, whether you're just doing it today or you're 6 days behind, feel it. Look, magic dust coming your way. Ooh. I know it sounds mad, and you'll be sharing this, and I know I'm in danger of people going, what an absolute dickhead. But do you know what I'll do with them? Magic dust. And I do forget myself sometimes, because when I do get a bit of trolling, because it happens, of course it does, because you put yourself out there, there's nothing worse than taking it personally, and it hurts. It physically hurts my heart. So instead, magic dust. If they've got time to be unkind to somebody they don't know, magic dust. Yes, I do too, Ashley, and I magic dust you, and I don't think you've any idea, Ashley, how much I magic dust you, and I sometimes give you a thought because of how much you helped me one day, and you'll know what I'm talking about. And I still magic dust you for that, Ashley, and you probably don't even remember it, and you probably it was probably innocuous, and it's about a year ago on a retreat, and shit, I had a bit of a funny turn. and Ashley was just so lovely, and I'll never forget it. So magic dust, lovely. I sent you magic dust while I lost you, and then you came back on. So, some people probably go, thank God for that, no shutting her up. So that's your task for today. That is your task. 10 people at least, thank them, but don't just stop today. Do it as part of your life. Do it as part of your magic life. Magic dust. Just magic dust the roadworks, magic dust the bin man, magic dust. It just feels brilliant. Oh, thank you, Ashley. It just feels brilliant. There's no other reason for it. Well, there's no better reason than it just feels good. And when you feel good, you make other people feel good. And that's the beauty of it. So, such an easy practice. So, we've got 2 more of things for us, and then we're going on to things that you want in the future. So, we've done 10 days. We've got another 18 days left of this. Another 18 days. Good grief. Oh, and a quick thing before I go. I do need to go because I'm meeting Dan for a walk at 8. A quick thing before I go is people have messaging asking what the tribe is. The tribe is my monthly private membership group. It's a closed private community, so imagine the fun and stuff we have in there. And there's loads of stuff in it. There's a private Facebook group. There's also a separate website, just members only. There's literally loads and loads of fitness classes, yoga classes, coaching from my mindset coach, Sam Wild. There's all sorts of stuff on there. There's workout programs, fitness challenges. And then we have the closed Facebook group, and I do a video like this every Monday morning. I do a video exactly similar to this every Monday morning. And then there's a group coaching session every Wednesday night, all live. You don't have to do it live. Simon does a brilliant video on a Friday morning about mindset and habits. Shelley does live yoga or chat on a Wednesday morning. And then we have challenges in there and monthly themes. And it is just the best supportive community there is. But it's not open until February because you can't join it all the time. We only open it about 4 times a year. So you can't open it till February. But I am having so many people. I hate Black Friday. I can't stand it, honestly. Black Friday would be great if it was Black Friday, but it's now Black November. They're on already, all the sales, and they're just everywhere. But because I've been asking, I'm thinking of opening it for one day, just one day only. If anybody wants to join, there is a charge, but it is the best money you'll ever spend. It's 29 quid a month, no contract. If enough people want to do it, I'll open it for a day. But I'll probably do it on Tribe Tuesday, sod Black Friday, we'll see. That I might put a post on if people do want to join. Look at that, Julie Mitchell, the tribe is magical. And what I love in the tribe, we're all like-minded thinkers like this. You know, we're all into positivity, gratitude. Tracy Johnson she does a live dance every Friday. She just, whenever it suits her, in a lounge, she'll just get up and dance. And she's more northern than me. It's just brilliant. And the tribe is the dog's bollocks. And you get me dancing around the kitchen on a Friday where you can join and it will change your life. The women in there are just incredible. A lot of them are on these videos, obviously. They're just incredible. If you're down, you'll be supported. And it's all about changing your mindset. There's no diet plan. There are recipes and stuff if you want them. Emily's just done a first sprinkle. Brilliant. I love that, Emily. So, but yes, so that's what it's about. But it's not due to open till February. I'm not opening it in January because I'm going to be busy doing lots of other stuff. So, yes, so we're not opening it till mid-February. So I'm thinking of opening it just for one day only. So I might put a post on later. But I don't want to pressure anybody. I know it's a hard time. So I just want to leave you with that. Ashley, best money you will ever spend, something for everyone. There is, isn't there? It's just so uplifting. It's just epic. I love it. Love it. There's about, 460 women in there, just all supporting one another. Emma and Mrs. being in the tribe. Yeah, people can come and go. There's no contract. So Emma, we've had people leave. We have people come back. One lady, I think she's been in and out about 9 times. It depends on her finances. So love the tribe family, says Billy Jane. Love it. You're brilliant. So then everybody, thank you so much, Suzanne. Just magic dusted you. Sprinkling magic makes me feel good. Right then, shall we have, there's 154 still on, and this is for the catch-up crew as well who aren't on at the moment. Let's just, oh, thanks for all your lovely comments about the tribe. Honestly, so shall we do a magic dust to all of us? Let's imagine we're all in a massive circle, 155 of us in a magic circle, and after 3, if your husband or partner or child can see you do this next bit, they'll think you've lost the plot, but do we care? After 3, I want us to wave our hands and release magic dust to all of us today. Are we ready? 154 of us all in a big village hall somewhere. We're all together. 1, 2, 3. Magic dust. Have the most fabulous of days. Okay. Lovely, thank you so much. Hope you felt that magic dust. Please share it. They'll think you're off your trolley. But are we bothered? Because no, because all the money, thank you for all the money I've been given throughout my life. Thank you for all that. Isn't it fabulous? Yes, jazz hands. All right, then everybody have the most wonderful day. Thank you, Cindy. The tribe is brilliant. So lots of love, and we will see you tomorrow. Cheerio. Bye.